4.5 million. That's the number of illegal aliens encountered by CBP officials just in the time since President Biden took office. 1.7 million, the number of illegal migrants that Joe Biden released into American communities. 2,378,944, the number of illegal migrants encountered by CBP on the southwest border in 2022. The highest number ever recorded in a single year in our nation's history. 251,487, the number of illegal migrants encountered by CBP on the southwest border in the month of December of last year. The highest monthly number ever recorded. 8,100, the average number of illegal migrants encountered per day on the southwest border in the month of December 2022. 717,660, the number of illegal migrant encounters on the southwest border in just the first 3 months of this fiscal year. 1.1 million, the number of known gotaways who have successfully crossed the southwest border since President Biden took office. 856, the number of migrants who died attempting to cross the southwest border during the past fiscal year. Again, the highest number on record. 98, the number of aliens on the terrorist watch list encountered on our southwest border during fiscal year 2022, yet another record set by the Biden administration. Remember when Mr. Mayorkas testified in front of this committee last Congress, and we asked him about the number on that terrorist watch list? I remember asking Mr. Mayorkas, at the time it was only 40-something. We asked him about that number. He said, what's the status of those individuals? And his response, I think, was astonishing to every member of the committee, both Republican and Democrat, when he said he didn't know. He didn't know if they were detained, he didn't know. This year, 38, the number of aliens on that terrorist screening database. Already this year. 193, the number of fentanyl-related deaths in the United States every single day. We're going to hear from Mr. Dunn and the heartache this causes families and communities, this fentanyl problem. These numbers make clear that the Biden administration does not have operational control of the border. Month after month after month, we have set records for migrants coming into the country. And frankly, I think it's intentional. I don't know how anyone with common sense or logic can reach any other conclusion. It seems deliberate, it seems premeditated, it seems intentional. And as if that's not bad enough, we now learn that the crisis is no longer just confined to the southwest border. Last week, the chief Border Patrol agent in Vermont tweeted this, quote, in less than 4 months, Swanton sector's apprehensions have surpassed the combined 2 prior years. Just in the past 4 months, more than the 2 years combined beforehand. Make no mistake, the Biden administration is carrying out its plan. We all heard Secretary Mayorkas sat in front of this committee and said, we are executing our plan on the border. And we all heard President Biden say, we're trying to make it easier for people to get here. Well, they're certainly succeeding in that. Imagine the frustration that our border communities feel when they hear that the damage done to their land and to their businesses, the crimes committed by illegal alien trespassers, and the overwhelmed local resources that are all part of their own federal government's plan. Today, we will hear about some of the effects of Biden's open border policies on everyday Americans and the communities in which they live. We will hear about dangerous encounters with illegal migrants on private property. We will hear about the devastating effects, as I said earlier, of fentanyl on American families. And we will hear about Mexican smuggling cartels exploiting the open border to terrorize U.S. communities. And the worst part is that none of this had to happen. Under President Trump, the border was secure. Under President Biden, there is no border. And Americans are paying the price. I now